upgrade. Man. All right, Emmett Bird. Let's see. All right. For quarterback. 80 safety for 70. Nah.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, the first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in Week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, they'll throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We look at this Browns defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. T. Higgins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So 4th down, the Bucs trot out Bradley Pinion to punt it. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 21 carries, up over 130 yards and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hooker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Hooker. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's Higgins out on the right side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 36. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hooker trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw here. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nicholson. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Ryland on for the extra point. It's good to make it 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hooker now on first down. A short throw there to Strange. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down. Hooker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll set up to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Second and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Robinson. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Hooker to throw it. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing. Hooker. Rolling. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Here's a screen for Robinson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hooker will get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Hooker. Leaping, and he makes the grab. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start up the coast in Maryland, Atlanta, making the trek north to pay a rare visit to Baltimore. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Steelers were winners last week. They're looking to get to 2-0, and they lead at home.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This taken in right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Hooker working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, your first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Back to throw here. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Hooker escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Hooker on 1st down. He's got Watkins on the out route. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hooker. And that one too wide and incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Hooker got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Quez Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. On the give, here's Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 31 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nicholson. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to that lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A short throw there to Strange. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You have the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Hooker now, 3rd and long. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He finds his man, complete. That's Nicholson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. On the run, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Nicholson. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line. 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Booker now off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Browns send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 98 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
That was ugly. That was bad. Okay. All right. Till next week. Thanks for watching.